Hey guys, Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be covering a lot of the new Season 3 information that we actually got from the early footage that was released earlier today. And if you guys haven't seen, a lot of Apex Legends content creators, streamers, YouTubers, all that good stuff, they were invited out to play Season 3 early, and they posted some early footage of gameplay and their first times playing Season 3 with the new map. And it actually showed off a lot of new stuff that we weren't able to see in the trailers that were previously released, and they haven't released patch notes yet for Season 3, so somebody on Reddit actually compiled pretty much all the stuff and all the information we got from these early access gameplay videos and took all the things that are new, and he made a patch notes list. So I'll make sure to link that Reddit post down below. I'll also make sure to link down below the list of every single video and person that had an early access gameplay video go out earlier today. Full credit to them for all of the videos and all that type of stuff. And before you comment, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me if I was invited out to play Season 3 early, and I wasn't actually, which is kind of sad, but I am really happy for all the other homies that got invited out. So I will hopefully be there Season 4. We'll just have to wait and see, but let's get into these patch notes. So starting off, I'll show a picture of the entire mini map of World's Edge, the new map we are going to play in Season 3. It looks really sick, and it looks like there's a solid epicenter for the map that will be the new Skull Town, and I am definitely excited to see what happens with that and where people go most often. And honestly, one of the most interesting things about this new map is the fact that the train runs through pretty much the entire map, so I'm not too sure if that's going to be going the entire time, but it definitely will be interesting either way. But on to Krypto. Obviously we can see his abilities. I'll show what they look like on screen right now, and if you guys want to see somebody actually trying out these abilities, make sure to check out the other people's videos down below. I'm sure they got some really good gameplay. But onto the skins, we were able to see all of Krypto's legendary skins, and I gotta say they all look really sick. I'll show them on screen. I think one of the main ones I'll probably be wanting to get right when he does come out is that black suit. I think that legendary skin is really nice. But onto the charge rifle, which is the new weapon for Season 3, and this is the information we have on it. So it says it's an energy sniper, and it takes an energy extended mag as well as a normal scope and a sniper stock as attachment, so only 3 attachments, and it works very similarly to the single fire Havoc, except it consumes 1 ammo per shot, and it deals much more damage, as well as the initial targeting laser deals small damage before the powerful hit, up to 75 damage per body shot, which isn't a headshot, so I think it does more damage if it is a headshot, obviously. But it is cool that the initial targeting laser does damage, although it may be very small. It does do damage before the shot is taken. Onto the Hopups. So there's actually quite a bit of changes made to the Hopups. They completely removed Disruptor rounds as well as the Skull Piercer attachment, so sadly those are no longer in the game. I'm kind of happy about the Disruptor rounds, but I'm a little disappointed about the Skull Piercer. But they did add 2 new Hopups, one called Double Tap, and this fires 2 shots in rapid succession with every trigger pull for the G7 Scout and the EVA 8 shotgun. Onto the second new Hopup, which is called the Anvil Receiver. It makes semi-auto shots do more damage with a slower rate of fire, and it uses 2 ammo bullets, so it does take more ammo and has a slower rate of fire, but it does do more damage, and it can go on the R301 and Flatline. But this is a gold Hopup, so it will be a lot rarer than the Double Tap, and I'm pretty sure the Double Tap is only available for the G7 and the EVA 8, which is kind of sad, but it definitely will make those weapons a bit more useful. Now on to the legend changes that we're able to see through those gameplay videos that were posted earlier today. Now not all of these are 100% confirmed. These are just what somebody actually noticed throughout the videos, so some of these might be a little bit off, but most of it is pretty accurate. The first thing being that Pathfinder's grapple has been altered, and the grapple itself moves slower, and the delay before Pathfinder moves toward it is longer. It's very slight, but it will require relearning of the timing with his grapple. But onto some changes to Gibraltar's Dome. So characters inside Gibraltar's Dome shield have reduced ability cooldown time, which is definitely very useful because you can combine that with characters like Watson or Pathfinder and get her Tesla traps or even zip lines much faster, which is really nice. As well as Gibraltar and Bangalore's ultimate damage has been increased, which is pretty nice. I don't know about Gibraltar. I didn't really think his ultimate needed a buff, but I did think Bangalore's ultimate did need a buff that it did get in this patch. So on to some changes for Wraith. Apparently there is a nerf for Wraith. So Wraith's tactical and ultimate now make her take ring damage when she is inside of the ring. So even if you use her tactical, you are still going to take ring damage, which is honestly a pretty big nerf. We'll just have to see how big it actually is in the gameplay changes. But on to the last change made to Legends, which is Bloodhound's ultimate. It has been increased for the duration that you have the ultimate, it is more than it was before, which is nice to see. It is a small change to Bloodhound, but it definitely might make Bloodhound a lot more useful as a character because that ultimate is definitely the best thing in his ability set. But on to the item changes. So they actually changed the gold backpack as well as the body shield. So the gold backpack perk has been changed to Guardian Angel, and what this means is that it revives allies with increased shields and health when you revive them. So if you revive somebody while having the gold backpack, then it gives you the teammate 50 shield and 70 health on revive, which is honestly really good because it makes it a lot harder for people to kill you instantly once you are down. And if a lifeline has this golden backpack, then it's going to be really easy to revive teammates, which is honestly something really nice, and it gives a lot more use for the body shield because the body shield is now the same thing that the gold backpack used to be, which is it takes the old fast use perk from the backpack, so it takes 50% less time if you do have the backpack to go ahead and get those heals off. But onto the gun changes, they have made some nerfs and buffs to some of the weapons, and the first one is the Longbow fire rate has been reverted to pre-season 2 buff. So the fire rate for the Longbow is a lot lower than what we have been able to use throughout season 2, which I think is a good change. It's honestly been much needed. But onto the Longbow and Wingman, so the base headshot damage has been adjusted to around the skull piercer level, which is kind of a buff because you need one less attachment to do that much damage to the head. But onto the R99, so they actually decreased the level 3 magazine size from 30 to 27, which will honestly be a big change, but it still is obviously a very good weapon. As well as the L-Star has been changed, and it has a new optic for clearer aiming, as well as it has increased projectile size, so that is a nice buff to the L-Star. And the last thing is that they have made an all-around shotgun buff, and projectile sizes are much larger, so it looks like shotguns might be the meta. But I am definitely really curious to see all of these changes in action, and obviously these aren't all of the changes that are coming in season 3, but these are all of the things people were able to notice through those early access gameplay videos, and I wanted to cover them for you guys so you guys can get a little bit of an early patch notes before the patch notes actually do come out tomorrow on October 1st when season 3 does start. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell for daily Apex videos. It's been your boy Sethly, and I'm out.